back again with another kiln opening. I think it's number 18. Sorry for the delay, but I've had a few issues with my studio, and as you can see, it's a little bit bare. I've only just got my kiln back in, and I've had a visitor for 5 weeks, so I haven't been making a whole lot. But it's a new year, it's New Year's Day today, and this year I plan to make a lot more. I've just ordered myself a mini slab roller from Scarver, so that should help me because rolling slab really irritates my arthritis and tennis elbows. So without further ado, I'm super excited. Haven't had a look. I'm hoping I haven't got any sticking. So do you want to have a look in the kiln first? I'll take it over. Right, here we go. You're getting first peek. Can you see? All right. Oh, okay. Right, let me just set that back up. I'm gonna have a look. Right, I'll show you. Okay, so first, where do I start? Right, I'm going to start on these little trinket dishes. I've always used buff clay, and made Amaco Celadon come out really poopy on buff clay, and so I'm nearly out of my Celadons, but I thought before they go I want to check what they look like on white clay. So I had done these little trinket dishes in a set. There were, I think there's 5, there was supposed to be 6 but 1 broke, to see what they were like, and it was in Pottery Crafts birch white clay. So this one is Amaco Marigold. Look how yellow. Marigold usually comes out on my buff, so you'll have to excuse my brain. On buff it comes out like kind of greeny mustardy, but wow, it's so bright and so yellow, and look at the lovely little texture. That was a roller that I think I got that off Amazon, and this is Snapdragon, same kind of roller pattern, but look how beautiful on the white clay. I'm still using buff. I really like the school buff, but I think I'm going to gradually move away from it. That's just such a lovely red. And then the others, I've got 3 other colours. So ones, they're just kind of fillers as well, just to fill in spaces in the kiln. When I have space, I'll fire the others. So, right, okay. This is a coil plate, kind of a little serving dish. You can see that I started with a coil, some dots, some more coil, more dots. I've been doing quite a lot of coil just because it's easier for my hands. I've been able to do it without too much mess, you know, in the house. This is Mako Copper Float. So I thought I would have a go at copper float because I've had both Amaco ancient copper and copper float, and ancient copper is just absolutely beautiful. So I've kind of stuck to that and not used the copper float very much. But ancient copper is no longer, I believe, or are they reformulating it? No, I think they're discontinuing it. So there's a couple of little, where my joins are on my dots here, there's a couple of little marks, but that just goes to show you that over texture, this copper float does give some dark colour like Angel Copper. It's more of a pinky copper, whereas Angel Copper is more of a red copper, I think. Right. Oh. Okay. Right. So, oh wow. Now I have on my phone my little list, because I've layered and I just, even though I just did them the other day, I've totally forgotten. So a little, I wanted to make like a cappuccino cup to see what it was like in my smallest half sphere. And this is just with the dots, because I just found that if I sat and rolled a whole bag of little balls, that I could just make up some pieces without too much mess. But this is, let me see, Iron Luster 3 and Textured Turquoise 3. And then I've just taken it over the edge, and I think I followed the first row of the dots. This is Pottery Crafts Rich Toasted Clay, and how lovely is that? When it fired at bisque, it looked like it was just going to be a slightly darker buff, but it's actually quite a yummy light brown, which I am super, super happy with. It doesn't seem to have interfered too much with the colours. I love that. But I made it for Jacob really, because he loves a hot chocolate, and it's kind of a little, lovely little hot chocolate cappuccino cup. I think I might do a nice little set of those. They might be my new cups. I'm bored with my old ones that I made. Right, okay. So this is the same half sphere mould, but I think it just must be slightly shorter. Yeah, because I think this was, because it is a sphere, a spherical slip casting mould. So I think that one I did in the bottom, and this one I did in the top. So it's slightly flatter on the base here for that. So this one, small dot ball. Oh, it's really beautiful. Like, I can't stop looking at that one. Look at the turquoise. All right, yeah, this one is 3 iron lusters and 3 oatmeals. Look at the beautiful. Wow. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. There is browns, blues, creams, almost like purpley. I don't know if you can kind of get that, but really, really gorgeous. And then I just did literally wiped my brush like that around the edge on each application so that I would get a drippy rim, and that's a lovely uneven drippy rim. This one is in buff, just standard school buff with the dots again, but oh, absolutely beautiful. Just for like a little fruit salad or jelly and ice cream. Just a really nice little size for a dessert. So happy with those. Right, okay, so I'll do this one. I have a cookie stuck to it. I'm not going to pull just in case I damage it, but I'll show you. This is started off with the idea that I was going to do garden spheres, and I was going to do 3 sizes because I've got 3 different spherical molds. So I just do 2 halves. and then join them together. But as I was making it, I decided that it might be a good idea to make, once I get this cookie off obviously, to make a stand so that it can either go that way to be just a decorative piece, sorry, yeah, so that way to be a decorative piece, or this way with a little stand, which I would do in the same kind of shape as this, then, and it's got a hole through, and it could be a vase. So I love dual purpose things. I'm always looking at trying to get two functions out of something. So imagine without the cookie on, and the same little stand at the bottom, which is removable, but then you can put some little flowers in. So this is Saturation Gold by Amaco. You can see the joining line a little bit on this one. I think I had an issue with one being slightly thicker than the other one or something like that, but hey, it really doesn't matter, does it? So yeah, it's kind of like a football. It's kind of like a football trophy. It would make a good football trophy. Yeah, and so I glazed the inside with clear. My clear was a little thick, so I think that could be why the cookie stuck. And then wiped back the inside of the rim and put some black underglaze. It was a black underglaze powder with, I think it's Pottery Crafts Universal Medium that I mixed it with. And so you can kind of see there, the black. So that's inside the neck or stand, whatever, whichever way. So it could just need a bit of knocking, but I'm not going to do it because I might ruin it. And I already had the medium size of this blew up in the community kiln, so I was a little bit not upset. I laughed at it, but you know, it was a really nice piece, and it was white clay as well, so I was a bit upset at losing all of that white clay. But yeah, I've got another medium size. I made it, that one in buff, which I'll fire next time. I'm going to do that in a metallic as well. Don't know if I would dare risk palladium. We'll see. And I haven't made the large yet, so I'll have to see, because it's quite cumbersome to for the large one. It might be too much for my little hands to get two of the large half spheres together, but I am going to try. Last thing on that shelf is my little bead rack. I've been making some pendants, so let me show you. Had some sag in there, you can see, droopy. Yeah, I'm going to get some of the ceramic rods, I think, because they're actually stronger. Okay, let's see what we've got. So first up is a yin and yang. I didn't put a hook in that one because I wanted to hang it from the hole, or you could thread through here. So that was like kind of carved out yin and yang. Love that. I'm going to put it on there. This is, I don't remember all of the colours, because what I did, I didn't want to just brush them because I was getting bored of glazing. So I literally dunked them in my glaze pots. I got messy, so messy. I'd said to myself, this time, wear gloves, don't get glaze all over yourself. And I didn't put gloves on, and I got glaze everywhere. So this is Smoky Merlot, like a little press mold piece. with a little hook. Because what I was thinking is this year I am going to start doing markets. So I want to just have little pieces that will draw people in, that are really inexpensive. What's the pink one? Not Snapdragon, it's the lighter, not Cherry Blossom. Can't remember, it'll come back to me. That's that one. That's kind of a bit of a yin and yang, like a knitted one, which is really, really nice. That one is a hand carved one in texture turquoise on a white. It does have a tiny little crack there. So that one will stay with me. It's super cute anyway. Right. There is, where this has gone, yeah, because it's metal, it's kind of shed some of it. Right, little fish that I did in sections, like this. This was in copper flood. Yeah, it's a little fishy. He's got an eye there somewhere. Should have put an eye on the other side, shouldn't I? Yeah, little eye. So, little fishy. And another little fishy in, he must be textured turquoise. Really nice, isn't it? Love the texture turquoise on that one. Sorry for my shaky hands. Beautiful. Couple more. Yo, dirty. I'm not entirely sure what these colours are because I glazed them ages ago, but I think that's Smoky Merlot as well. But it's nice to be able to hang them on the bead rack and have glaze back and front. This one, I think it's ancient copper. I've just realised I haven't actually got my light on, but I think you can see the colours better with the daylight, because the last time I noticed on my video the colours were glaring a little bit with the light. This one is, really don't know, some kind of brown goo. Some brownie thing. I think it might be Seaweed or Emerald Falls. It's kind of got a green hue, but, and this one, you can't really see what it says because it's filled in, but it says F ... it. It's one of those when you're having a rough time. And that was that pink as well. No, it's still not come back to me. Right, I'm just going to move this because it's got black everywhere. Okay, now shelf out time. That's the mess that it's made on the cookie. So it isn't particularly clean. I am still going on my shelves that I thought were ruined. So I'm just keeping going until they're like properly can't use them anymore. Then I'll buy some new ones. But I'm really quite pleased that after the few disasters I had, I'm still actually moving. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, so just a little flower dish with the rich toasted, I'm just going to look on my thing, with the rich toasted clay again. I love this. I'm wondering, because I do to 1190 degrees with a 30-minute hold, At the community kiln, they do 12-10 with a 30-minute hold. And I'm wondering if it would go even deeper colour with their extra fire, with their extra heat. But oh, I absolutely love it. This might actually be my new favourite colour. I love the white because it shows those celadons up, but this was so beautiful to work with as well. It was kind of creamy, like buttery, but had some grog in as well. This is, according to my little, oh yes, that's right. This is 3 Amico Celadon Rainforest. Trying to get you the colour. Rainforest with seaweed, and I love that. It's got bluish hints. Seaweed usually brings like a almost like a metallic or a pearlescent kind of finish, but it hasn't on this. But I absolutely love it, and I just did the oh, that just looks so beautiful. Ping ping, yeah, love it. I just, oh, that is just such a gorgeous little trinket bowl, or for dips, or for little olives, or so. Oh, love it. It's not going anywhere, that one, that's staying with me. I am going to be selling this year, so I'm going to be doing a lot more. This is kind of my signature style, I think. I thought when I did all the colours in the Clarice Cliff style, influence of Clarice Cliff, I thought that would be my kind of little corner of the market, but I love these shapes so much, and I have seen on Facebook, on the pottery groups, I've seen people saying how obsessed they are with spheres at the minute. So I think spheres are, or half spheres, are the new kind of trend. So I must be kind of on trend without realising it. I just really love them. So I'm sorry if I bore you with half sphere things. I'll try and make them as varied as possible and throw things in, but just, yeah, gorgeous. This one was something I glazed a little while ago, so I'm not 100% sure on the glazes, but I can tell you that it's chun plum, smoky merlot, and oatmeal. I think possibly a little pink opal as well. Ooh, look at that. Look what the oatmeal does. But I only put the oatmeal down like this, stripes. Like flicks, or not full stripes, like graduating, you know, just putting the brush down. Beautiful, really beautiful. I love that I can get all of these amazing colours but still have amazing decoration on the outside without, I'm not using too much glaze. I can put more glaze on the inside because I'm not glazing the outside on some of them, and so it's saving on glaze, but it's just really shows the clay. It gives the highlight to the clay and then the highlight to the glaze. And I really love that it's that kind of, there's a rawness to it and a real beauty to it. Like, I love that dichotomy, if that's the right word. I've not gone heavy with the oatmeal on the edge, I can see. And if anything, on the edge, I might have just done stripes, the flicks. But it's like, oh, it's like a nebula, that's the word, yeah. It is like kind of a galaxy or a nebula. Oh, I really love that. Looks a little bit like that big one that came out of, was it my last one? That was a pinks. yeah, it looks a little bit like that one, but this has got more Nebula kind of. Yeah, absolutely love it. Right, next. Oh, it's cold in here, so my nose is running. Not that you really needed to hear that. Right, okay, and oh, good. This one is the brown clay again. Yeah, not brown, rich toasted. And I know what I did with this one. I think it's the seaweed. Let me just double check. And oh, where did I put Blue Midnight then? Sorry. Okay, yeah. This, oh, more pinging. So this is cobalt and seaweed. Now I was really kind of worried about this. I was going to leave the cobalt without anything on the bottom to give like a two-tone effect, but I was being really messy with my brush, and with fan brushes I just can't control them so much, and so I was getting further and further and further, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to do it so that I kind of had like one coat to about here, and then one coat to about here, and then one coat to the top. So this is the bottom, and same with the inside. I just didn't go right to the bottom. I was worried about seaweed dripping down here and completely sticking, but how pretty is that? Absolutely beautiful. I loved making this one. Really, really pretty. It's just, oh, I love these so much. Very similar colour, cobalt and seaweed. Cobalt and seaweed, rainforest and seaweed. Very similar. Just that's got a hint of blue, and that's a hint of green, that's got a hint of blue. But I was worried about my cobalt also because it had gone thick and there was only a little bit, and the last time I did it, it went patchy. So I think I put like 4 thick coats on, but it feels really well glazed, because there's always a worry with this kind of filigree cut out kind of work that it's just going to run through, because I did read somewhere that when you have cutouts it makes it run more. So last piece, but by no means the least, this is one of the balls that I did in the largest half sphere, and originally my idea was to smooth the inside down same as the rest, but when I started to smooth it, because I go like this, so when I started to smooth it I went, and I was like, oh, what if I did like, and then didn't actually do the whole bit smooth. I totally wing things, and so things just change as I'm making them, and it might start out as one thing and, you know, ends up as something else. So it isn't even, you know, if I really wanted to kind of make it look, let's say, as perfect as it could, I would be spacing them out, but you know, it started with like, oh, actually that might work well, and that might break well on texture glazes. So I'll start waffling and show you it. I'm just super excited, and it's New Year, and you know, I have so many plans for this year. It looks patchy with the light, but it really isn't. It's just the light reflecting. Don't know if you can see. But this is an amalgamation of greens that I have because I wanted something. Oh, this will go beautiful. I already have a function for this. This will go beautiful in my living room. I have greens and I've been looking for a bowl for all my crystals because I'm kind of spiritual and I have lots of crystals. So this is going to be my new crystal bowl. It is slightly, maybe a little out of shape there. Hey, but it's handmade. So, you know, we don't do perfect. This is I didn't write it down. That's okay. It is Emerald Falls. I did 2 coats of Emerald Falls. What other greens do I have? So it's Emerald Falls, textured turquoise, and then I did just 1 coat of Blue Lagoon, just to kind of bring a little bit of blue in there, and then seaweed. And I just layered, there's about 7 layers on there. And then in between, about layer 5 and the top layer, I put little stripes of oatmeal in between each of, just where the thumb marks are, I put the oatmeal. Now you can see swirling in the bottom, oh there, you can see swirling. Actually it's kind of on camera, it looks a little bit flowery. But I thought maybe it would be a little more dramatic with the oatmeal, because look what oatmeal did to that one and that one. So I think they had oatmeal. Anyway, I thought there'd be a little more variation in colours, but I'm also thinking it could be to do with this was the birch white clay. And this is the first big piece I've made with birch white, but I absolutely love it. This, yeah, this is staying. So all of those pieces, sorry about the wobble, all of those pieces are probably going to be staying with me, and I'll make some more to sell. I just end up just with lots and lots of balls. My favourite piece is the mug, I think, the Cappuccino cup, because I just really love that edge and the toasted clay. So that is it for me for today, and I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me. I know it's been a couple of months since my last kiln opening, and this year I am going to be doing much more regular ones and get into doing the tutorials as well. So you should be seeing this space a little bit more often. And I also plan to start a new YouTube channel which will have my spiritual stuff on. So I will let you know when I've managed to work out how to link a new YouTube channel to my old one, because it just, I can't find the right setting. So anyway, I'll stop waffling and hope you have a wonderful 2024. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, for your watches, for your likes. Please do comment if you have any questions about anything that I've done. I really appreciate all of you so much, and sending you lots of love, everybody. Thanks, bye.